Hey everyone.
Hmm. Hey, Spencer, I thought that this book would give me a reason not to stream with you tonight outside of just my burning passion for not doing this,
Yep,
but it was very motivational.
that's good.
So,
Yeah, I know. You kept coming up with excuses all week about you had laundry to get to, you had to pick up your friend from the airport, um, all
see,
kinds
what's
of
funny
things.
is that I don't see the color red. So when I picked up this book, I was looking at it and I was like, "Oh, excuses. This will get me out of streaming with Spencer." And little did I know that, you scratch it a little bit and it says no excuses. And I was like, oh,
Oh, I
what's up
thought
with
it
the
was
point?
I thought your main objective was to get out of streaming. So, you kept coming up with excuses of like, I'll just do one more week and then I'll be done.
Hmm.
Last week you really thought you were done, and
Little did I know.
yep, little did both of us know that we actually have quite a bit left to do in Kanto here. We have
Yep, we
Pokemon
are
to catch,
far
we
from
have
done.
trainers to battle, we have
Places,
moves.
people to be,
Yep,
places to wait, places to be, people to see.
I am trying very hard, Mom. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Um, I think
I like.
our mom has saved enough of our money,
I think it's time to
so
get it all out.
mhm.
I think it's interesting that when we initiate conversation with our mother in this game, her immediate thought is, he just wants some more money.
Well, the first thing she says is, "I kept your room clean," or is this about your money?
So she's like guilting us. She's like, I kept your room clean and you still want more money?
Yes, it is still about my money. Um, no. Just do what
Do
you
what you
can.
can't. What? What a guilt trip we're getting from her. I can't believe this.
Uh, Message from my actual mom. I picture you two getting hair and makeup done before streaming. Yes, that's why we started an hour and seven
Yep.
minutes late.
Yep.
Fashion emergency.
Mm-hmm. It's always a fashion emergency.
I also had to make dinner and then eat it live on stream, like the professional that I am.
That counts as a fashion emergency. We'll chop that up to that.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
Ripple's effect wore off. Fun.
so we got places to be, Spencer, and people to see. And I don't want to waste any more time aside from the time that in general I waste streaming with you. Or as
Yeah.
the government likes to call it, court mandated. I call it wasting time.
Synonymous. I've been saying it for years.
One and the same.
So I forget how far we have to get before Fly will take us where we want to go.
Trying to ride the bike in the water? What's going on here?
No, so behind the scenes, we are no longer using Windows. My Windows blue screened like permanently. So the work laptop that I used to stream through somehow decided that it'd be a bad idea to continue letting us play Pokemon off of a flash drive in it. So Windows has decided to be completely incompatible for our streaming setup. So we're back on Linux. I had to get a new Game Boy emulator that also added to the time sync at the front end, and I didn't set up the controls. So the default controls have, for some reason, the A button is mapped to A, which has really been throwing me off all night. And I think that's just why I keep hitting like the bike button instead of bag. It's a whole thing. I'm trying not to make a big scene, but here we are. So
Here we are,
let's go
30
ahead.
seconds in, a minute and a half into a scene.
All right, let's
Alex,
shut it down. Try again in 2 weeks.
yeah, we'll loop back. Drunk Mom Baking, Alex is dressed for the occasion. Yes, I am. Spencer is also dressed for the
Oh, wait.
occasion.
I forgot to get my jacket.
The
I thought it'd
occasion
be colder.
of the occasion of bedtime, I assume is Spencer's occasion. This is also what I wear for bedtime. In case, anybody breaks into my house in the middle of the night, I want to make a good first impression. In case the person breaking into my house is going to offer me a job, I want to make a good impression. Wow, Spencer. What a good... How many times have we interacted? I'd say probably about 15,000. Way to make a great 15,000th impression.
That's the one that matters. You know what they say.
Yeah, that's the one that gets you the job.
So we are looking for something in Pewter City. I don't know where. I'm not 100% sure what.
Okay.
Actually, what does the sign say? There's no building here.
Give it a read. Pewter City.
A stone gray city.
What a depressing sign.
Yeah.
Stone
what like
gray.
A sad way
city.
to describe the color, too.
Yeah.
What is over here? This is where we came from, like, way long ago, I think. Maybe?
Where did you come from?
This
Where
guy
did you
went.
go?
Ah, you came all the way out here. From Johto?
Yeah, we did.
Johto boy in the house.
Johto boy.
That brings back memories. When I was
take
young,
it as a compliment.
I went to Johto to train. Oh, I thought it was by train, because they have a train, but that might be new.
No, that's the by magnet train.
Mm-hmm. You remind me so much of what I was like as a young man. Here, I want you to have this item I found in Johto. Spalix received the Rainbow Wing.
Can you imagine there's some kid who's from like Kanto who's been trying their entire life to find the Rainbow Wing, and he talks to somebody and they're like, I have the Rainbow Wing. Do you want it? And they're like, yes. Oh my gosh, I've been trying for years to find this. And he's like, hang on a minute. Where are you from?
Johto
Regional
gang.
discrimination. Johto boy.
Did we just never explore Pewter City? I kind of think we just showed up and
Showed up, beat the gym in a matter of, milliseconds, and then left.
Mm-hmm.
Now's our chance. What Pokemon do you think this is? I'm gonna say Shiny Growlithe.
I'll say Nidorino.
Nidorino. Dang it.
Gow,
We were
gow.
both wrong.
I was pretty
That is not what
close,
the
though.
That is not the noise that Pokemon makes, dude. Now.
Nidoran, shake.
My butt.
That's me if I was a Nidoran.
Shake.
What
Is this the Science Center?
I think so. Yep, I remember looking around this area. They took off the door and everything? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
Wow. All right. Well, Pewter City's depressing.
Yep. Well, that's why it's
There's
the
a-
Stone Gray City.
Yep. There's a self-described stone gray.
Yep.
Let's get out of here. Indigo Plateau. I think Magnet Train will be fastest.
When you go to
Magnets.
the doctor and they're like, what do you need? And then they look at your paper and they're like, oh, Pewter City, so you're here for Zoloft?
Zoloft.
The
represent.
Stone Gray City. Depression incarnate.
That should be the tagline. I guess it kind
Yeah.
of is. Stone Gray City says it all.
Depression so palpable you can see it.
Sink like a rock.
Your morale will.
I was
Don't
thinking,
said
like,
I'm.
Tied to your leg, sinking to the bottom of an ocean.
Oh, like
But
yeah,
I like the
yeah,
morale
like
option. That's more humane.
yeah. You're saying that having your morale brought down is more humane than like
then yourself sink into the. I mean, it's not great. Okay, you
know,
got me.
you know what's crazy is like in history, the two like societies that were we got balloons. The two societies that were like synonymous with like tying a rock to you and like sinking you were people in the Dark Ages, like tying rocks to witches to see if they would survive, or perceived witches, and then like the mafia in like the mid 20th century. That's kind of a wild like spectrum of like who uses this form of like medieval torture. Do you think that would be outlawed in the Geneva Convention?
It really should be, but also on the same note, for something like, if you have to come up with ways for your group to kill others, tying a heavy object to their leg and throwing a person in a sea or some body of water, it's not going to be like the last thing you think of, right?
So then the first societies that could use that sense of torture, Spencer, or not torture, that sense of death, would be societies that had rope or some way to tie it to you.
Let's see if we have a match first on the Lucky Number Show, okay? You ready for this?
Okay. Yeah. Dang it.
I don't think we've ever won anything.
I don't think we have. No, I don't think we have. And I think that's a darn shame. I think that is a darn shame.
That's tough. Speaking of winning things, let's see if Professor Elm, Chinchou.
Wait, we have a Chinchou.
Angler on the dark ocean floor. It's only. Wait, this isn't Professor Oak's radio talk. This is the Pokédex show?
The Pokédex show?
This is just reading Pokédex entries?
What? We could do that ourselves. We have this Pokemon.
Yeah. But these are like, I don't know if these are the actual Pokédex entries. Murkrow Darkness!
Murkrow.
It's our Murkrow.
M Darkness.
Okay, yeah, these are just Pokédex entries.
For ones that we have?
I think so.
The radio shows like...
The Murkrow one was kind of dark.
I didn't read it out of, self-respect. It's giving us facts about Pokemon we already have. It's telling us about a Snorlax. If we want to see a Snorlax, we'll just look at our own Pokemon.
Orlando Snorlax.
Now, Spencer, with this rainbow wing we have, I almost get the feeling that we should put it towards good use. I feel like we should go.
I was thinking the same thing, Alex.
This
try
pot
finding
of gold.
This rainbow wing can get utilized.
Somewhere this rainbow wing can be put to good use.
Maybe.
I feel like maybe
the national park.
Maybe the national park. Maybe that's where it gets used.
We still never got this Pokeball.
I feel like there was a whole thing we had about that Pokeball.
Whoa!
What on earth?
What?
Is it supposed to be like that?
We can just go back here?
What?
That's
this
it.
Has been an... What's back here? Oh my. TM28. Which is that Earthquake?
No, we already have
what is
Earthquake.
That?
I'm not sure.
Well, we did when we were in the national
has
park.
Be a good one though.
We didn't have it when we came to this initially. Dig
is pretty good.
Would Dig have been useful at any point in the game before this?
We have Earthquake, so I mean, do we have any other moves that we would like to use though? Doesn't look like it. I think we were pretty solid with the ones we used. Zap Cannon though.
An attack that always paralyzes.
Do we want to teach Zap Cannon instead of like Thunder Shock?
Sure, why not?
It's a Flappy Taffy.
Wow,
Zap Cannon sounds cool.
a good majority of our team can use Zap Cannon.
Yeah. I'll still teach it a Flappy Tappy. Stab is hard to pass up.
Oh, we were.
Oh, we already replaced it
HM.
with Flash. I guess
Who else
if
can
it
use
always paralyze. No, because we want Thunder Wave to just paralyze and not deal damage. All right.
Sorry, Zap Cannon. Had we known
We'll
about
keep
you,
you,
maybe we would have used you.
Keep you safe in the bag.
Yeah. Keep that one in the back
Right.
pocket.
What else
else we
is
got around
around
here?
the national park? Because I did not anticipate coming here today.
Do you think in like Johto they have taxes? Does each region have like its own set of taxes? And like
I think so.
the Johto taxes. Nice.
That's
The
right.
Johto taxes are what keep this park afloat.
Yeah, Johto definitely has increased taxes over Kanto, but with everything Johto has to offer, like a full running port city, I guess Ekrutik could use some repairs, but they have some historical elements. National Park, that's something to note. These are interesting trees also. Can we use headbutt on these?
Yeah, can we? Can we? They seem very headbuttable.
Let's
I mean,
go,
just looking at them now,
Clarence. Well,
I have this. What? You know, they made a big stink about headbutt being like this great way to find Pokemon and stuff, but you can't freaking use it anywhere.
that is how we got Tiny Bird. Headbutted some trees.
And
I
give
think.
me other times that it's been useful. I'm waiting. Exactly what I thought.
This tree. Nope, we use
Yeah.
a squirt bottle for that. Never mind. What about this tree? A Pokemon, could
Pokemon
be
could-
in this tree.
I like that he's just like, I bet there's a Pokemon in this tree. Let me smack it with my head. Oh, there was a Pokemon in this
Hold on
tree.
a second. What are we
Good
getting?
call.
It's a Weedle.
Oh,
All right.
Weedle.
Well, that was fun. Thanks, Chad, for being with us. In this
We gave
important
Clarence a
Switch analysis.
concussion for a Weedle. That is not a good one-to-one.
Mm-mm.
No way. That is not a solid one-to-one.
No.
No way.
Out of spite, I am killing it.
Yeah, no.
This
I would
Weedle's not
expect
getting
nothing
out of here
less.
unscathed.
No. You didn't use headbutt on it. You didn't just to make a point.
You want to give Clarence another concussion?
I mean,
He's
I mean,
recovering.
he's essentially like a football player at this point.
Yeah. He has been going off on those headbutts.
He has, but he's gone for how many yards a game? God only knows.
MVP. Let's see. It's just this tower over here, right? This little shack.
I think so.
Let's
Shack
check
is a
it
good
out.
way to describe it.
Hey guys. Oh, well, I didn't want to talk to you anyway, old man.
Yeah. You think you're too
Sir?
good? You think they're better than us?
Tin Tower is off limits to anyone without Ekrutik Gym's badge. Ah,
What?
Ekrutik's gym badge. Please go right through.
So
The
we said
Rainbow Wing was
Ekrutik
like a collector's item. We didn't even need it.
Jeez.
Interesting.
Oh. I like they've laid out the welcome mat for us.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
This is pretty cool.
Ooh,
Hey,
a sign.
Are we? Oh, darn. That's the
I
sign
pressed
sound
Q
effect.
again. It's the A button. Come
Oh,
on.
okay. I thought you pressed the Q.
Tin
Tower.
Tower.
A legendary
Pokemon
Mon
is
said
said
to roost here. I thought the Q button, Spencer, was the one that brought Ellie inside. You like buzzed her in.
No,
Hey,
I've been
if there's
pressing
a-
the Q button all night, and it just does nothing until I realize I'm pressing the wrong button.
You
It's
gotta press
not
the Q
gonna
button
stop.
like 89 times.
I should
Hey,
probably
if there's
just
a legendary-
remap the controls.
If there's a legendary Pokemon roosting there, Spencer, are we going to be able to catch it with the number of Pokeballs we have?
That's a great question. Let me just map
And when
these
you-
controls and chat.
I was
can
going to
over-
say, chat, what should Spencer map
they should
the, what should he map the buttons to? I think he should make the A button F9. And I think he should
yeah,
make
chat.
the,
If you have any suggestions for controls to map,
I think he should make the A button simultaneously Control Alt and Delete. And I think he should make the B button the button that deletes the delete System 32. What's up, Ellie? Ahoy! I don't know if Ellie can hear me. I never know if Ellie can hear me. Spencer's got like 5 different headphones. I never know which is which. Alfonso Dodonzo. I agree with Alex. Thank you, Alfonso Dodonzo. Finally, Spencer, we've got somebody in this game who's on my side. What's up, Ellie? What's going on?
What's up?
Can Ellie hear me?
Just hanging
Okay,
out.
just hanging out. We realized, Ellie, that when Spencer presses the Q button, you entered the house. So I didn't know if you knew that Spencer pressed the Q button and that like maybe it like buzzed you in like an apartment complex or something.
I was
But
waiting
or
outside
if-
for like 2 hours for my queue.
just shaking
Get
on
it?
the
My
door.
queue.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Let's
that's
go.
why Ellie gets
That-
paid the big bucks on the stream.
That's why Ellie. Wow. Spencer, we've been streaming for how long? And Ellie made a better joke than all of it. We've been streaming for 80 something hours. That's it. That's the.
I improvised that.
All right. Here,
Hell yeah.
Get Artemis over
That's it.
here.
Yeah,
Alex,
get
you and
Artemis.
I can just dip.
We're
They can take
out.
over
We're
for me.
done. We're wrapping it up. Hanging up the towel.
You want to check out Tin Tower? we
I'd
need
rather check out
Pokeballs. The one
aluminum
thing that
tower,
you-
but
that you asked. Sorry, I usually just ignore you.
maybe we always save. Oh, tin tower, Spencer. I'd rather aluminum tower,
What other metals?
iron tower,
could they have built a tower out of?
graphite tower. Wait, graphite's not a
Okay.
metal.
I was gonna say chlorine tower. That's not a metal either.
What's
They should
what's on the
put
periodic
Nova
table?
Gases Tower.
Ooh. Hey,
We'll get
quick
11
question.
great balls.
Why in high school did I have to memorize the periodic table?
Wait, they make you memorize it? They just made
Yes.
me comprehend every element and then just happened to memorize it at the time.
Ellie, in the same way that like in elementary school we had to like list the states and their capitals, my chemistry class they gave us a blank periodic table and they were like symbol, and I think there was a separate one that was like number and then like
The
what it
atomic
was.
numbers.
That's a
Yeah, and I was
terrible
like-
way to teach.
It really is. I had
It's
a
not
pop quiz
important.
like that, but that was for extra credit, I think.
See, that'd be
There
a good
we
extra
go.
credit quiz. That'd be a good extra credit quiz. But alas, I've gotten more use out of knowing the states and their capitals than I have knowing the atomic mass of boron.
Hey, get boron's name out of your mouth.
AU is silver. Oh no, wait, that's gold. Or is AG gold?
AU is, I don't know. I've spent a lot of mental energy.
Wait, isn't AG gold and AU aluminum? Or is it
I thought
A?
AL was aluminum.
It was AL. Yeah.
What's tin? What's tin, Spencer? Oh, we're breaking out Google.
Periodic
I
table.
think AU is gold, actually.
Oh wait.
I think I'm gonna say, all right, final answer. AU, I'm gonna say gold.
I'm gonna think about how we can keep stalling while I add a browser element that we can actually see this.
Ellie, what's your favorite element on the periodic table?
I like uranium.
Uranium?
Mhm.
That one's pretty good. Let me see. Let me check this.
Window capture.
I like K. Iron being K has always been a fan favorite.
K. Wait, that's potassium.
I'm sorry, Spencer. See, I was testing you the same way that I was tested in high school.
Sulfur.
Heads up, Spencer. We can see. We can. Oh, there it is. I was just say we can see Discord for a moment.
Oh, that's wait. Okay, if I click on this image, there we go. Pro gamer out here.
Yeah. There we are.
Periodic
All
table
right.
of elements. AG
here's
is
the periodic
silver.
table.
AU is gold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who said
Wow.
that or something.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
But
Here's another question for physics, Spencer. Was all that effort worth it?
yes, because we're gonna need this later.
Radium.
Let's go ahead and
Spencer, are you implying that the periodic table will be returning at some point during the stream?
at some point singular, Alex. I don't know if I can promise that.
Well,
Uh-oh,
what's
Spencer.
upset
Multiple
about the
points.
periodic table is that they couldn't fit the bottom two rows, so that's why they put them at the bottom. But actually, they're in between, like the categories. That always made me so upset. I'm like, what? Just fit everything in there, and
Well, they
we'll work it
can.
out.
It's just super long. Have you seen the long periodic table,
It
Alex?
looks stupid. It looks
There's a
stupid.
reason they put them at the bottom.
Have I seen the long periodic table? No, but I've seen the wide and tall periodic table.
We'll circle back because I want to hear more about this one.
Okay.
That's what the fans come here for, Spencer, is
Okay.
periodic table talk.
I was being sweet.
Bye, Ellie.
Alex, are you staying up
you're
until
playing
1
charades.
a.m. to open Pokemon cards also?
Oh, dude, yeah. I that's all right. I'm surprised we haven't talked about that yet. Dude, all right, transition, everybody. So, Spencer, the trade feature on TCG Pocket is actually, it's good. It's
I sent you a
tough,
trade
but
request.
fair.
You didn't respond to it though.
You did? I haven't opened it. I did a trade request with fan of the show and owner of Desk Dog earlier today, and it's tough but fair that you get the trade tokens, that you have to trade in like really nice cards to get, like a lot of them. But you can trade like regular cards, like the basic ones, for free. It's also smart that you can only trade like equal value cards. So you can't be like,
I like
oh,
that.
trade me. Yeah, that's good. So you can't be like, trade me this for this. And you can't trade if you have less than two. If you have two or less of the cards, you can only trade excess cards, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid that, somebody would you'd be like, oh, trade me this for this. And they don't realize that, they're giving up their best card or something like that.
Yeah. Like you have to have multiples of it. That's tough.
All right, I will check your trade right now. Live on the stream. Checking the trade to see if it's fair. So earlier today, I traded
It's a cool tower.
fan of the show, Topher. Oh, it says trade in progress. We traded. Oh, I see you offered me. I traded him a Serperior, and he traded me a Magneton. So I didn't have a Magneton, and I had an excess of Serperiors. And then I traded him. I believe I traded him, and let me check. You can do history. Let's see. Oh, I traded him a Parasect for a Cloyster, which was free. I traded him a Moltres EX, and he traded me a Starmie EX.
That's cool.
That was a good one, but that one cost a lot. That cost 500, and you get like 125 per like EX card you trade in. So it took a while.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
see. You are offering. Oh, let's see. Let's see. What can I offer you for this? So, chat. As you can see, Spencer offered me, however you pronounce that,
Pincurchin.
Pincurchin? All right, I did not know what it was. And I'm going to lowball the hell out of this guy. He literally
Good
won't know
luck.
it's about to hit him.
I offered you
Eek.
garbage. How are you gonna lowball that?
Oh, Spencer, I would find a way.
Okay, well, I'm gonna find a way up these stairs if you don't mind.
Yeah, make your way up there. Oh.
Oh
Oh.
boy. Oh,
We're
I
at
thought this
the
was
top.
a bike puzzle. It's a walking puzzle?
I hate walking.
Oh boy.
Oh,
What are
and
we
there's
fighting?
Pokemon up here?
Rattata.
Oh.
Level
What?
20, though. Yeesh. All right, let's leave. And
Yeah.
maybe use a repel.
Hang on, Spencer, close your ears. This is for chat. Chat,
Okay.
I offered Spencer this crappy Rapidash, or as I call it, Crapidash.
You know I'm rejecting that trade.
Wow. I wish you could send edits with it so I could tell you why I rejected it, like on eBay. And people tell me why they rejected my offers.
Floor 2, Alex.
All right. I think this. When was the
want
last
that
time we did a
Pokeball.
puzzle? There's only a few puzzles in this game.
Yeah, we have been pretty bad at all of them. This way.
This one's not tough. This one's
Yeah,
more
we're doing
annoying than
well.
anything. Ultra Ball?
That'll be.
And to think we spent
handy.
all that money buying them.
Wait, there's
And to
2
think.
upstairs?
What?
Oh boy.
2
'Cause
what?
There was a staircase on the other side of the room.
So then we have to do both?
I'm not sure. Oh, yep.
Okay.
This one takes us to a dead end.
Oh, back down? Are you saying we got by
There's
the puzzle?
3 staircases?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
All right. Let's.
All
Oh,
right.
they're both dead ends.
Oh, it's
okay. Now we
well,
know.
that's good to know. Well, we know how to get out of here. That's nice.
How educational.
One way up, I guess no way down.
Whoop, whoop. What do you think? Forward or down?
My gut's telling me down, but I'm more invested in forward.
Okay, I'll go forward because I don't trust your gut. And then
Oh,
I'll
okay.
pick left, left, left.
You shouldn't trust my gut. I had Taco Bell this afternoon. I don't even trust my guts right now.
Rare
Rare
candy. That's nice.
And what can I base that on, Spencer?
Swoop, swoop.
I can base that off of
Damn it.
anecdotal evidence. Son of a gun. Spencer.
I got excited with all the swooping. That's on me.
Okay.
On me for swooping.
You know what's better than evidence, Spencer? Evidence that's anecdotal.
What?
Anecdotal evidence.
Oh, I see.
That's better than the truth. Because the truth can only get you so far, but anecdotal evidence can be anything you want it to be.
Anecdotal evidence goes so hard. You can just talk about whatever, make it relevant.
And people believe it, yeah.
Hmm. I can't walk
that
behind this.
I hate when that happens. Isn't that literally all that
Inability to walk
lawyers
behind
do?
Things. Come on.
Spencer, how about lawyers only being able to provide anecdotal evidence? You know what else
Emotion-based
anecdotal evidence is?
courtroom.
You know what else anecdotal evidence is?
What's that?
Anecdotal evidence is just story time. Lawyers are literally just presenting story time, dude.
But on the flip side, is a storyteller someone who provides anecdotal evidence?
If it's a story that they're regaling as true, as like something that actually happened. Are these teleport pads? Oh, please don't be. They're teleport pads.
Maybe this
Making
is
us
just a
work
doorway
this.
and we're here.
And what did you base that on, Spencer?
Me not wanting to do more puzzles because we're bad at puzzles.
Are you speaking
right.
anecdotally?
Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. I am anecdotally great at puzzles because I can talk all day about doing puzzles well.
Spencer, that's why they're called puzzles, not, gimmies.
But it's talking anecdotally because I don't actually have to be good at puzzles to say I'm good at puzzles. How many
Okay.
teleport pads? We're getting some great items though.
We are. Ultra balls, escape ropes, full heals, rare candies.
Mhm.
Jeez, there must be
Wow.
some There must be some, anecdotally speaking, based upon the evidence presented, there must be some pretty bomb, Pokemon up here.
We look to be very high up. I'm gonna
Yes,
save
this
in
is
case
a
we trip
very
and fall off
dangerous
this
spot.
roof. Yeah.
Spencer, remember this is
78
the
hours
same
in?
town. This is the same town where there's a tower that's been burned to the ground, and somebody outside is like, "Hey, go in there and see if there's anything cool."
Yo, go check that place for items. Oh.
Uh-oh. Anecdotally speaking, I think we should battle whatever this is.
Yep. Who do we lead with? Flaffy Taffy for the Prowl?
Flaffy Taffy for the Prowl. Hang on. Let me put on some cool music.
Okay, let me know when your cool music is on. My cat is meowing at me.
All right. It's on. Spencer just assumes that the cat meowing at him means that the cat wants something. What if the cat was just burping?
No, she just wanted some scritches and then walked away.
She wanted some scritches and you gave her scratches, Spencer? You're gonna kill it.
It's a hard knock life for some of us.
Anecdotally speaking.
Shao!
That was pretty good. That's a solid one. Whoa! Look at that thing. Dude, that thing is like... I love it, dude. It's like, it's got like its muscles out. Wow. I'm coming to anecdotally burn you.
Level
70. Maybe we did need Zap Cannon.
We'll be fine.
What are you
Ooh,
basing
easy
that
money.
on?
Accuracy fell. Let's just use a... Oh,
Wait, Sunny... Oh, no.
not looking... How did Flash fail? Does Flash
know.
have an accuracy?
I guess the sun was too bright.
All right,
Use
recover. That's
recover.
fine.
Use recover when you're at full health. I like the... I like the where your head's at. Sunny day
Yeah, sunny
again,
day
just in case it wasn't
again.
bright enough. This
Okay.
Ho-Oh is a real loose cannon, dude. It's literally just
Mhm.
firing from the hip, man.
Yep.
Hang on, let me check chat.
I really
it's using
don't
Sunny
want
day.
it to hit us with a fire type move, but I don't think it's
Hey,
gonna
does
hit
Sun-
us with a fire type move anyway.
Does Sunny Day can you consistently use it to power it up? Or
It
if you
doesn't
use
get
Sunny Day
any
more than once?
stronger over time.
Okay, that's what I was curious of.
I should have used paralysis first. I got greedy with my.
We have revives.
Yeah. Let's use that. Oh, Strappers has Sing,
Perish Song.
though, so we can use that first. Not Perish Song.
Unless you want to catch it in just 3 turns.
Let's see. I'll use Dr. Giraffe to weaken it, I think.
Okay.
Shadow Ball Agility. Let's go for Psychic. Because we really got to deal some damage to it. It's level 70, and it one-shot.
Swift. Oh, it was a crit. Okay.
Wow.
A level 70 using Swift and killing our Pokemon immediately.
All right, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool
I didn't
at all.
like
You know what
that.
is cool?
What's cool,
Cool
Spencer?
bird.
Bird. Wow. That's
And
one
yes,
cool
tech
bird.
support, I know that Swift has a 100% hit chance, and that's why Flash isn't doing anything. Kind of toxic that the Fire Blast hit me, though.
I didn't know that, so now I know. Oh, it's gonna.
Cool bird can take a Swift any day of the week.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
40 more of those to go, and we're in it.
Yeah, we'll be here.
I think the
It
reason
does
that
have
the
like a bunch of recovers, by the way. So
yeah,
That's
no,
gonna be
I
annoying.
realized. Oh, a crit, nice.
okay, sunny day is fine.
All right. It's gonna when it uses recover, Spencer. It's about to be the sunniest day we've ever experienced.
I mean, those are the best days to recover, aren't it?
Yeah. It was a little gray and overcast here last week, but it was really cold too. Cold for my standards. And it was just not fun.
Bro, it's
just
been
not
a
fun.
beautiful, like 50 degrees in the afternoons. It's good stuff.
Mhm.
Wait. We don't have any fresh waters, Alex. GG.
What? We used them all when we
Actually, we don't.
beat red.
Okay, we have
We've
a
got,
Max Revive. We'll use that.
But we've got those super potions, Spencer. Do you know how many harsh chemicals are in those?
They're not great. Thankfully, Cool Bird's
They're
a
not-
steel type, so he can take them. But I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. Let's see. Max Revive on...
Are you just biding your
I wanna
time, Spencer,
try,
until this thing uses a recover?
No, I want to try paralyzing after we go for a couple of sleeps. I think we just start throwing Pokeballs.
I think we just start throwing Pokeballs. Well, ideally we don't throw a Pokeball. Ideally we throw an Ultra Ball.
Then Great Balls, then Pokeballs, if we're still here. Dang it.
If there was a ball, if there was like a ball in the
Alright,
same
man.
son of a gun. If there was a Pokeball,
Rats.
if like there's Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball. If there was like a fourth ball that's like a little bit better than an Ultra Ball, but isn't like a Master Ball, what ball would that be? What would you call it?
Terra Ball? Giga
Terra Ball. Wouldn't that be pretty good? I would call
That'd
it
be for
the.
like Terra Stealing, the new Gen 9 thing. I don't understand that though.
I don't know what that is. I would call it the. It's pretty good. I would say give it a whirl. Ball.
Pretty good ball.
Good ball. That's what I would use it. That's what I would call it.
I like it. It's fitting. You think we
Because
do
if you
one
use
more,
it-
or will I kill it? If
If it's a
crits?
crit, it'll kill it. But if it's not a crit, it will be fine.
I'm not risking it.
We have what?
What's that?
I like that we have all those Pokeballs, just in case we don't catch it with all these Ultra Balls, and we're like, you know what? Let's step down. I have like a very distinct memory. I think it was in my copy of Pearl, maybe, that I caught the Giratina with a Pokeball. Or no, I caught the Heatran. It was in my Diamond. I caught Heatran with a Pokeball, and I was like,
That's hype.
the thing is, you don't usually go around flaunting, in middle school. You're like, I caught this with this ball, but catching a legendary with like a level like 60 something legendary with a
Oh yeah.
Pokeball, that's a real ego stroker.
No, I get it. I would do the same. Oh, that
Nice.
missed. Come on. Okay, recover's fine. It's low on PP for recover, so I don't know if we want to hit it with Surf or Ice Beam though. What are you thinking?
Will Surf
both
kill it? I mean,
super
what are the odds of that? Oh,
Because it's fire flying.
what has more power? What has more attack?
I think Surf is stronger.
I think Surf is
Maybe.
90 or 95.
Ice Beam I think is like 80-ish.
Okay, that
Let's try
10% is really good. That 10% is going to be the big difference maker, right?
10 power points. That's like a difference of 14%. Ish.
Incrementally speaking.
Wow.
All
That's
right, Surf it is.
All right.
High tide, baby, high tide. Oh my.
Okay,
goodness.
good. This will be good to see which one actually does more damage because it's like the same record.
Okay, I'm glad that we have a control. Or wait, did the Ho-Oh wake up already?
Yeah, it woke up in one turn and then used recover. Okay, Surf is stronger.
All right,
Cool.
well, Surf it is.
Mhm.
We're gonna surf till the cows come home.
Oh my.
How many
goodness, it's
how
gonna
many
recover
PP
until the
does
cows go
recover have?
back. I thought it was 5, but it's used it 6 times already.
Thank you for keeping track.
6-ish. Anyone in chat who's counting, please lie to me and tell me I'm right.
Concon59, I hope
can't
you
handle
catch it.
I know if
Concon
we catch it, we're gonna
509.
need a good name though.
We're gonna need a really good name. So,
Wow.
chat, start thinking, start cooking up.
That Swift did a lot of damage.
That was
I mean,
Swift alone
crit,
that did that?
but still, yeah.
Oh.
How many healing potions do we have? Like other healing potions?
Not a lot.
About 3 total. Wait, how many revives do we have? Okay, we have a few.
What's that, Spencer?
We're slow, so using Sing is really unreliable.
Whoa,
because it's always
whoa.
going to hit us.
I don't know about all this we're slow, Spencer. I got a college degree. A BFA, but still a college degree. Speak for yourself.
I'm using Sing. And we're dead. That was a bad play.
Well, we have a max revive.
Yep. But we're using that on Flaffy Taffy to paralyze it.
Holy crap, our team is dead.
Oh yeah, it's
did you-
swept through us.
What did you do, Spencer?
A little this, a little that.
Oncon509 just said, have you been back to the Pokemon League after beating Red? There's a new battle there after you do.
Not since beating Red, but we can probably check that out. See if there's a new battle at the Indigo League.
Yeah. I mean, the Indigo League is probably, have they leveled up? Concon509?
That's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, if the Indigo League has leveled up,
I don't know if we're ready for that.
yeah.
Red was one thing, but
Imagine
Weird.
5 reds in a row. If you challenge in the lobby area. Oh. In the lobby area?
oh,
We can check the lobby.
yeah, I'm sure there'll be something fun there. If this paralyzes, that would be great because then we don't have to switch in. Nice.
Spencer, you spoke it into existence. Now,
Huge
Spencer,
props.
you spoke it into existence. Now say, Alex will get full custody of his children.
Once it's back
One
on yellow,
battle.
I'm gonna throw more Ultra Balls
Okay.
because I'm not gonna risk it going any further. than
Oh my stars. Concom
that.
I said,
Recover's
well, one
super
battle.
annoying.
I'm gonna do a dramatic reading of Concom509's comment. One battle, it should be easy. Oh. That's how it sounded like in my head.
I like the dramatic effect. Him sending it in individual lines definitely helped to switch up the tone between each of them. But
Yeah.
yep. Also, it out recovered our body slams. So here we go.
But we're gonna out body slam its recovery.
Here's Oben.
Hey chat, how many PP does recover have? Can somebody
If someone looks it up, I will be appreciative because we kind of need to know to
Hey,
see
leftovers.
if we should just ignore dealing damage entirely.
How many recover?
This is brutal.
2. All right, so we're Concom509 says, it said 2 and 20. Has it
Maybe
recovered
we
more than
just
10 times?
deal damage to it. Or maybe we stop dealing damage and we just go for Pokeballs.
I think our next strategy should be just lobbing Pokeballs at it. With
Yep.
dramatic effect. That wasn't a typo. That was thank you, Concon509. I don't want typos in my chat. I want dramatic effect. Oh, mixing it up with a great ball?
Yep.
Keeping
If
it on its
it runs
toes?
out of recovers, well, we have like 20 something. I'll use Ultra Balls until we're down to 10.
The devs knew
And
what they
then
were
I'll
doing.
switch to Great Balls until it gets down to low health. Then if it's at low health, we'll use Ultra Balls. Because we want to maximize our odds at that point. And if we only have Pokeballs left when it's on like super low health, then we might miss the opportunity to catch it.
1. Dang. Oh, I like that it said it jiggled once and it was like, nah, we got it. It's like, dang it. It jiggled once. We knew we almost had it.
Like we are so enthusiastic when we see anything happen to the Pokeball. I love it.
It has to go 4 times. 1.
It
appeared to be caught. Oh, we had him on the ropes too.
I mean, if there's ever been a time.
When in Rome. If there's ever been a time to level up.
It's a rare candy. That'll save us.
That show it. You can knock us out at 51, but at 52,
GG. Fully paralyzed.
good luck. Good freaking luck.
Why do I bother?
Have you been keeping track of these recovery, Spencer?
No,
Okay.
I have not.
We got 66 balls. Ready and loaded.
That one just,
Okay.
that didn't care at all.
I like that. Okay, so when the ball doesn't jiggle at all, the game, our character is like, nah, there was no chance. One jiggle, we were in.
Foot in the door, we had that on lock.
If it got 2 and it breaks out, I bet the character would probably scream.
The catch mechanics are pretty interesting in how it rolls in, because whatever the odds to catch it are, you have to hit that percentage 4 times, and the
I'm sorry. Spencer, he did scream. He said "arg," like a pirate.
Did it shake too?
It did shake too.
Ooh,
All right, continue. You said it has to get that number 4 times.
Yeah, so whatever the probability calc is, it rolls it 4 times, and based on the number of times that it hits that percentage chance is how many times it shakes. So if we consistently get 1 out of 4, then there's a chance for us like to catch it that is visibly seen there. It's just very low, or we would see a lot more 2 out of 4s or 3 out of 4s.
So it's based upon it. It gives a percentage, and then it rolls numbers, and then they have to correlate with the number.
Yeah, and
then
you
that's how many
adjust that
shakes you get.
percentage by paralyzing it, putting it to sleep, and dealing damage.
And that's how you determine how many shakes you give or get.
Yeah.
I say that because that's funny.
Uh-huh.
Because that's the exact same methodology I use at the urinal to determine how many shakes I get.
There it is.
There it is. What do you think? Come on, Spencer. I'm the one that developed this game. Of course I know that formula.
Alex, the Pokemon Silver game designer.
Yep. Alex Cumming. Oh wait, I just said my full name. No relation to the guy who streams the game. If they know my wait, hang on. The username of this channel is my full name. They're
Yeah.
fine.
You're not being incognito about it.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I forget that this gets broadcast to the whole internet. Sorry, sometimes I forget I have a digital footprint.
Mm-hmm.
You know, employers are going to be watching this, and they'll be like, everything was fine until he said his full name. Then we decided not to hire him.
Until we looked him up on twitch.tv.
Yep. And we just happened to be watching on a Wednesday night. Usually a Tuesday night is when we watch.
They went for an off day instead.
Who amongst us hasn't?
Does Recover have the most power points out of all of its moves? Because
I think, doesn't Swift have 25?
yeah, it does.
I guess we could use.
Also, I
mean, as we go on.
rest instead of using an item.
Yeah, I
With
just thought
so
about that.
few heals.
Well.
That's fine. We'll keep.
What you gonna do? Ultra
We'll
Ball.
keep throwing Ultra Balls.
Hey, the Pokemon's not gonna
Yeah.
catch itself. Yep. All right, nice.
What a
All right, now it's Great Ball time.
Yep.
Ring, ring,
Time to
ring.
switch it
Great
up.
Ball o'clock. Great Ball 30.
Great Ball in the house. You know, with how bad the Ultra Balls are doing, not excited to use Great Balls. Not gonna lie.
Speak for yourself, Spencer. In what world is Ultra a better term than Great? Hey,
Do we
Spencer,
use
how was your
rollout?
day? My day was Ultra. Is
Ultra
it strong?
day.
I mean, do you want to commit to using rollout versus
That's the
rest and
thing.
snore?
Because if we hit rollout, we can't stop using rollout. I think snore would be the best option.
Yeah.
We have enough power points that I'm just gonna rest and then snore a bunch of times.
Okay. Orlando went
And
to
then
sleep.
whenever we
Nah.
wake up is when we'll go back to throwing Pokeballs. However far that takes us.
I like the sound of it, Spencer.
I love the snore animation. That's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Wow. Was that was not crit? That was just a normal ass.
Nope.
Just
that's
a normal ass Swift.
Swift.
Wow.
Oh, is very strong. Imagine if we put this bird on the B team.
No kidding.
Who
What
get
it-
who?
Yeah, Luigi. I
Mhm.
hardly know him.
Okay, I think we'll wake up and we'll just use rest again to get back to full. Boom!
Wow. Spencer, you got to stop speaking things and then they happen. Thank you to Con. Where do you get those numbers from? There's no way. There's no way that's mental math. Looks like you have a
There are many
12.01.
Pokemon, yeah, catch rate calculators. Level 70 Ho-Oh with full health who's paralyzed.
You know what's funny, Spencer? Now that you mention that, that reminds me. In college, they said I needed to bring a TI 80 calculator for my calc exam, and I just brought the Pokemon damage calculator. Turns out, exact same calculators.
Oh,
I was gonna make a joke,
that was what
Spencer.
the quiz was on. Just happened to
No.
use the same formula. Completely different
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was like Stan has 4 apples. He's gonna roll them.
What are
determine
the
how
odds
many
that
he
each
eats?
of the apples shake when when Stan is frozen solid?
If Stan was paralyzed into sleep, how many shakes would he get? I really think ConCom509 said that there's a 0.01 to that 12%. I think that's what's going to do us a lot of good.
I thought paralysis doesn't help as much as sleep, but it still helps a little bit. Unless they change that after Gen 2, which would be real toxic.
No, they retroactively changed it just to mess with people playing Gen 2.
Uh-huh.
Everybody had to send in their copies of the game.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
How does it know struggle?
It ran out of moves.
Oh, then we got to catch this thing now.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go.
Yep. Okay, so paralysis doesn't do anything. They changed that in Gen 3.
Oh my
Yikes.
goodness. Okay, at least it missed struggle. Your chances are good that you'll catch it. Apparently,
Because
Spencer
every
needs to
time
say it out loud.
uses struggle, it either misses,
Misses.
giving us another chance with an Ultra Ball, or it gets less health, which means we have better odds of catching it on the next throw.
Why does it keep
See?
missing?
Because we
Is it
used
'cause it
Flash
used
like
Flash?
4 times at the beginning. Which is
So
kind of
shouldn't we
helping
be
us
using-
out, actually.
Should we be using the Great Balls here, Spencer, as the
Yes.
as the Ho-Oh gets progressively lower health?
Mhm. So I'm gonna save 5 Ultra
5
Balls.
for when it gets real low.
Yeah. Fully paralyzed. Yeah, with how much it's fully paralyzed and also missing, it being out of moves is actually pretty good.
Yeah. It is pretty good. Dang. Really thought that was going to be the one that did it.
Yeah, one of these.
Okay.
Recoil
At least
damage
the
doesn't do a lot either.
yeah. So it's giving us more chances to catch it, but it's also lowering its health at a much more slower rate.
Which is kind of perfect, really. This is the
Yeah.
ideal situation.
We've never been. It's
Wow.
literally never been. Talk about a silver platter. This isn't a silver platter. This is a gold platter. This is an ultra platter.
That's really good.
We haven't gotten a single shake with the Great Ball.
I like that. Ellie's talking to me on the side about some potential options after this fight.
Well, if we need a transition, I can give you something with no context, wink.
What was that, Alex? I wasn't paying attention.
No, I understand. I said if you need a transition, I can give you something with no context.
We could put that on while we try catching this.
Nah, we can keep it.
All right. Yeah, we don't want chat to miss it.
ConCon59 said our chance at 10% health left is 2.34. Well, I mean, our chance? I don't understand. ConCon59, what does that mean?
Huh.
Me
We are the
chance?
2.34 chance, which means we are the chance that it is COD.
I don't know, man. Some days I feel like I'm at 10% health. Some days Spencer, some days I feel like I'm at 10% health using struggle and being hit with the recoil.
Tech support, is that with an Ultra Ball? That 2.34? Because that's kind of nasty if it is. I pressed the A button instead of the Q button that time.
I got a phone call. It's okay.
I
Tech
got
support's really-
16 more Great
Oh my
Balls.
goodness. Hang on, Spencer. I gotta step aside for a second. I gotta answer this call for a moment.
Okay. Finally, Chad. I didn't think we'd ever get rid of him. Struggle does so much damage, by the way. It's kind of awful. Anyone who doesn't have leftovers wouldn't be great in this situation. And I don't remember how rest actually works, but I think it's turn-based. I don't know if not using attacks contributes to that turn counter, or if it's just like a percentage every turn. Because in theory, if we throw 20 Ultra Balls and then we hit rest again, we should wake up. But it also might just absolutely not work like that. Really, anyone's guess. Okay. Yeah, it loses about 3 pixels of health every every time it hits. Debating switching to...
What? I was gone for like...
way! Let's
I
go!
was gone. Let's go. Spencer, I was gone for like a minute.
As soon as you sat down is when it also it happened at the exact moment tech support said you might not get it, and I was not paying attention to the shakes. So actually that's a good point. It might have critical captured.
What is
that a
critical
thing in Gen
capture?
2? What's that? What's
critical capture?
It's you have a chance to catch Pokemon like those 4 things, but there's also just a separate chance that whatever Pokeball you throw won't shake at all, and you'll just instantly catch the Pokemon. I don't know if that's in Gen 2 or not, but that's I think
all
it's a
these
Pokemon
numbers,
Legends Arceus thing.
all these statistics, and then there's just like one separate statistic that's just like, nah, you'll catch it. All right.
Whoa,
A
cool
legend
footprint.
says, cool footprint, 12 feet tall, 440 pounds.
Nice.
A legend says that its body glows in 7 colors.
Rainbow is said to form behind it when it flies.
Let's go.
Wow. Yes, we're nicknaming the
Give a nickname.
Ho-Oh.
You know we are.
Let me. They give me the name, but yeah. So Ellie wanted to name it Fox.
Fox.
Mm-hmm. Which I think
do
is a
it.
pretty good name.
I think that's a good name too. I'm with it.
So Fox is Albus Dumbledore's Phoenix from the Harry Potter series.
Nice.
And I think it's very fitting for a bird that poops rainbows. It's
You know,
also a
Spencer,
fun
if you eat a
name.
box-
Fox.
Fox,
Ho-Oh
spelled
Fox.
like Ho-Oh Fox. If you eat a box of
Spelled
crayons,
like,
you can poop a
make sure
rainbow.
I spelled it right. Yes, it's first mentioned in the Philosopher's Stone, and he is extremely loyal and intelligent.
Is this Ho-Oh extremely loyal, intelligent?
Go Phoenixes, I think.
Oh,
Goes without
Phoenixes,
saying, though.
Dude. Didn't even have to be
Go
brought up.
Phoenixes.
It was just, it's been indefinitely implied.
All right.
Cool.
So that was awesome. We caught a really cool
That
Pokemon.
is awesome. We got a really cool Pokemon. So what's this battle at the Elite Four?
So I think we should definitely go to the Elite Four to check out this battle. But I'm also curious. I think we're done catching Pokemon. I could
I
go
think so,
without
too.
catching any more Pokemon after that battle for sure. But
I think same here.
we've
but-
caught quite a few.
We've caught a lot of Pokemon.
We have also ranked almost all of the Pokemon that we've caught. All the Pokemon of the first year of the stream have already been ranked on our tier list. But
But,
would we like to rank the rest of them?
oh, Spencer, similar to the Go Phoenixes, you didn't even need to add. It's just been anecdotally implied. What evidence do I have?
Anecdotal implication.
Anecdotal implications. That's just telling you something.
Using your words.
Wait, no, anecdotal implication, Spencer, is just a metaphor.
Yeah. That does
Yeah, I
make
know
sense.
I'm right. Oh, I know I'm right. Oh, Spencer, the view has changed on the screen.
Is it back?
It's a screen within a screen.
Yeah. What if I
But
do
this-
that?
Wait, has to catch up. There it is. All right, we're good.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna resize this a little bit.
Very nice.
If I do that, and then we do that, and then we find this, and we put that here, here.
All right. Yeah, that works.
Cool. And we'll turn off the Kanto badges.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that works.
Let's.
Let's run with it.
Yeah, let's hit it.
So little recap. This is our Spencer and Alex Pokemon tier list from Spencer and Alex
Yep.
Play Pokemon Day, the national holiday.
October
It was like
17th.
October 17th, I think.
It's going to be coming
Featuring-
around this year.
Featuring the S tiers, the A tiers, B, C, D, and F
C
tier,
sharp.
along with the A sharp tier, the C sharp tier, and the C flat tier of Pokemon. So we've got 7 Pokemon since then in the Kanto region.
Isn't that crazy? 7
It's kinda
Pokemon in
wild,
Kanto.
Yeah. Let
Three.
me put
Wait.
in-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of whom are Johto Pokemon, but we caught them in Kanto,
Would you look at that?
and that's what counts. Or I guess Ho-Oh we caught since beating Kanto.
Yes, another Kanto Pokemon.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Anecdotally
And
speaking,
let's
of
pick a
course.
font. That looks good.
I like it.
That's usually how I pick my fonts, Chad.
Give it the old
And
eye
we'll
test.
flatten that. And we'll do that. Okay. Cool. So let's start with Hawks. You know, we just caught Hawks.
Fresh.
was a
Fresh.
A tough
A
encounter.
hard fought
but it
battle
didn't
that
even
I
get down
missed
to the
the end
line.
of.
Like, I kind of was zoned out waiting for you to get back to really hype up the tension.
Yeah.
And then
You know what's funny,
as soon as
Spencer,
you
is that I'm
sat
usually
down-
zoned out waiting for you to leave. As soon as I sat down,
I will
we
pay
caught
attention
Hawks.
to you instead of Alex. What's up, kitty? Okay, what were you saying?
You're getting big timed by the cat.
Hawks.
Where does Hawks
yes.
fall in this?
So I thought it was really annoying that he was using recover, but I understood.
Mhm.
Just like Chat was saying, you know, it made sense. Hawks
Mm-hmm.
is there for a reason. So I can't fault it for that. I respect it. I think I'm leaning towards B tier is my first impression, but I'm curious your take.
I like Hawks a lot. I think Hawks would have been a great addition to the team had Hawks come along earlier. The recover, the fire blast, but the thing
It did
is,
hit a mean fire blast on Cool Bird. You
it
gotta give
did
it
with some
props for
sunny
that.
days. But my problem is that, yeah, it said in its entry that it's loyal and intelligent, but it also kept using recover at full health, used sunny days like 3 turns in a row, and had a fire blast, but insisted on using swift. So I gotta go B tier. Its idiocy is balanced out by its sheer domination on the battlefield.
Does the layer effects contribute anything to it? Because that was a pretty cool puzzle coming into it.
Oh, does the puzzle? You know, the puzzle doesn't add enough in my eyes to amp it up.
So, because I'm all right with C tier for Hawks, I can understand that.
Okay. I think we can agree with this. Where did
Okay.
Luigi land?
Luigi was B tier,
B plus.
B plus. yeah.
Wow.
B
Hang on a
plus.
minute, Spencer. Now that I'm reanalyzing our chart, Houdini being a B minus, while M Darkness is a C plus.
I was about to say
I think-
M Darkness
I
and
think that-
Houdini should swap.
Yeah. Also, Ack and Mozilla are not on the same level as Hawks, and I think that goes in Hawks' favor. Or in Hawks' favor. I think
Yeah.
I think M Darkness should switch with Luigi. I'm sorry, M Darkness should switch with Houdini. Sorry, Luigi, Houdini. They sound similar. And
Yeah.
Hawks should go up onto the level of M Darkness.
Okay, I think we're all in agreement on this. So Hawks can go up here. We'll do B minus, but that's kind of conflicting with the C sharp. Okay,
Whoa,
We're gonna
Spencer. It's a B
put-
minus, not a C sharp. Then does Hawks go with Cat No P?
I don't quite think Hawks is a C sharp. I don't think that Hawks has earned that ranking at all. So let's see. M Darkness will go where Houdini is. Houdini will go where M Darkness was. Let's get your ear in that Houdini. Damn it. Sudoku, I'm gonna move over because Sudoku is a confident B tier without question. M Darkness goes there. Sudoku, can I cut that corner? Nice work, Sudoku.
Wow.
That's why we
Smooth.
that's why we keep you around.
Like butter.
And then
That's why we kept you around episodes 8 to 11.
Owlippy will go there. Ack can get a little squished in there. Sorry, Ack. And then Hawks.
Ack got
We're gonna
squished,
put
Spencer.
B
Ack
minus.
got hit with the Ozemp Ack.
Now, you brought up a really good point. Before we go on to the next
usually
Pokemon
do.
here, let's take a closer look on the tier list from the initial pass through. Let's make sure we're all in agreement. Starting from the bottom, F tier, Soloran, second place, Hoarders, Muscle, Rocky.
Yep. Easy.
I'm good with that.
Yep.
D tier, Shucky.
Yep.
Transitive proper D, the Bellsprout, which is misaligned. I probably did this on purpose, but I can't.
Spencer, that was months ago. We've changed this, people.
Is this? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Shelloff D plus.
Yep.
Frittata C minus. Lando Lakes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good at that. Shelloff being.
Are you thinking Shelloff's going to get a boost here?
I'm good with that. I was thinking like Frittata isn't that much better than Shucky and Lando Lakes, but Frittata was one of the first Pokemon we got. So I think Frittata
just makes me giggle, Spencer, and for that alone.
Oh, it is a really good name. Okay, I remember why it got that ranking. Mozilla, Ack, Houdini, I see it. B tier, these guys all got locked into that B tier episode. That was a lot of fun. Amish, Scuffalo, Whopper, Tiny Bird, they've earned it.
Oh yeah, they've put in the fight.
A Sharp, the theoretical ferret that we would have named Will Ferret, is so good.
Yep.
C Sharp for Catnopy and String Cheesy, that just makes sense. C Flat with cereal and bratwurst. Need we say more? And then
need we not?
We can revisit the S tier.
Has the S tier, Spencer? We did this October 17, so 3 months ago. A lot can change in a quarter of a year.
A lot can change indeed. Dr. Giraffe got
hit puberty.
one shot by a B tier Pokemon.
Does that? I mean,
well,
does this change? Has anything changed in the S tier?
In Dr. Giraffe's defense, Dr. Giraffe is our lowest level Pokemon at 43, True. 8 levels behind Orlando Snorlax, which is because Dr. Giraffe never needed the experience or training.
Very true. Now, here's the problem with our wonderful S tier. We have a new, permanent member of the team.
Yeah.
So these numbers are going to be rearranged.
Yeah. We'll have to consult that in a moment.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
So let's roll that boulder down the road a little bit before we have to end up visiting it. Let's get the low-hanging fruit out of the way. Corsola. I like the Corsola. I don't remember where we ran into it, but I remember being a fan. So
wait, isn't this just...
I want to say C Sharp.
Corsola.
That's
just the Pokemon's name. How did we spell it in game? Because that's just the Pokemon's name.
Uh-oh. Spencer, how did we
let's-
not know we named the Pokemon? We gotta find
So
this,
I went
Spencer.
through and added all of these. I think I just misspelled that one. Let's go back to Ecritique. Poke around.
Spencer, are you saying that this is the first tech problem we've had behind the scenes in the entirety of doing this game?
This is the first tech problem in front of the scenes we've had.
Spencer, don't say it ain't so. I refuse that here in our retrospective episode.
Cool.
Nice.
Cation, Tyranitar, Dumbfin, Corslaw.
Corslaw. Oh. So I would say, Spencer, if you gave me 5 guesses to guess what we named the Corslaw probably would have been like guess 3.
We would have gotten it, yeah.
Guess 1 and 2 would have been like Spiky Boy, and then guess 2 would have been like Peter. And then I would have guessed Corslaw.
Okay, I really like the name Corslaw, though. I think it gets extra points.
Corslaw is good. Corslaw is good.
Corslaw.
Actually, you know what's funny is that now you say it, Corslaw does improve my rating for it.
Right? I'm thinking, what was your ranking beforehand?
C. Now it's a C sharp.
I was thinking C sharp. Yeah.
C sharp.
Let's do our
Because it's so
Sans.
pokey. Well, Spencer, Corslaw. I mean, it's C sharp, but a Corslaw isn't sharp. It's pokey. Big difference. If there's something in your bed and you're like, it's poking me, you can still sleep if something's poking you. You can't sleep if you're like, there's something in my bed and it's sharp.
What are you
Right?
getting at?
No. This is just me speaking about the difference between being pokey and being sharp. This has nothing
so
to do
you're
with the
saying
rating.
why it should be a C sharp.
No, I'm just saying the difference between sharp things and pointy things. Or
Oh,
pokey
this is
things.
unrelated to the current conversation.
Spencer, when has anything I've ever said on this stream been related to the current conversation?
You caught me there.
We've got
Corslaw is a solid C sharp and has earned that place, I like to think. I mean, with a smile like that.
Smiling all the way to the C sharp. ConCon509, aka tech support, told us S plus tier. Is that what that is?
S
Is that
plus
an S
tier for C. Okay.
There,
Lead pipes.
All right.
The Nidorina.
Yeah,
a pretty
Nidorina.
funny bit with you having lead pipes, but I think we
Yeah,
caught it
but-
so we could teach it cut and then get through a tree, and then it couldn't learn cut and wasted our time.
So straight to F.
Yeah, straight to F tier. I'm
Also,
I'm
I still have lead
considering
pipes,
making
so-
a lower tier, but it's not worth wasting our time again. So
okay.
I think we leave
Well,
it
we'll
in
cross
F
it.
tier and move on.
Hypothetically, Spencer, what would don't make it, but just regale us of what would the tier below F tier be?
G
F
tier.
flat, G tier, G tier, as in G. This Pokemon really sucks.
Exactly. Cation.
At Ion.
Cation was the original name we went for it. That isn't very funny, but I realized while typing it in that this Pokemon's name is actually Cation.
Yep.
Which
We
is
just misspoke
hilarious
frequently. Cat Ion.
because
Cats.
it's an
notorious
electric
for-
type. And water is ionized. There's a couple layers here. I like it. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
why did we catch this? I think we just went fishing and we were like, that's a cool Pokemon.
I think it was the first one we saw.
Thinking-
Yeah.
C tier? Maybe
Yeah, I
C
was thinking
flat,
C as well.
but I'm thinking
C
I'm leaning
flat.
towards C tier.
I'll go C. I don't know if C flat just doesn't sit well with me. I would not be able to fall asleep at night, Spencer, and be able to look my family in the eyes if I put Cat Ion in the C flat tier.
Okay. I mean, can you anyway?
No, but I'm just saying that I would continue to not be able to have.
It wouldn't
had I
help
put
your
it in the C flat tier.
situation. I see.
No.
Okay.
I would still
Yeah.
be at a 0. Like
No,
no gain, no
Cation is a
loss.
C tier Pokemon. I agree.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, Tyracitar.
Tyracitar. Tyracitar, I'm glad we have a Larvitar, But
Me
it
too.
makes me angry that you don't get it until literally the ending of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you get it at a low level, meaning
Mm-hmm.
that if you want to get one of the best Pokemon of all time in Tyranitar or
Mm-hmm.
coolest, um, uh, objectively speaking,
Mm-hmm.
not subjective. It's just this show is entirely objective. There's no subjectivity to anything we say.
Yeah, straight
Um,
facts.
it irritates me that we got it so late in the game. And just thinking about the fact that if we wanted a Tyranitar, we would have to train this Pokemon 50 something, 40, 30 something levels.
Yeah, an unreasonable amount. I'm checking what level it is right now. Yep, level
20.
20.
And it isn't it evolve at 55 or something like that? The Tyranitar?
It's quite a while. So,
So-
here's my question to you, and this is going to kind of determine where I place it. Where would we have had to have caught Larvitar to put it on our team? Now, Orlando Snorlax, that's a special case because we caught it at level 50 and we were looking for an extra
Yep.
teammate. If we caught it at level 20 Larvitar, would we have trained it up from the 14th gym? Or would we have had to have catch it in Johto?
I think caught it in Johto. I think if we had caught it before, at the latest, before the 8th gym, because we would not have trained it going into the Elite Four. I think if we had caught it, good.
If we caught it before the Elite Four, either Dark Cave next to the 8th gym, like you were saying, or even in Victory Road, I don't think we would have used it in the Elite Four. But I think when we would have decided to put Yarnold in the daycare to have an extended
A
spot
sabbatical.
treatment, a sabbatical, we would have looked in our box for a teammate to fill the gap. And Larvitar with an XP share. Alex, how many times did you ask me to put the XP share on a Pokemon?
Oh, Spencer.
If
Twos of
Larvitar
times.
had it, I think it
Larvitar
would have
had
gotten
it.
to the level it would have needed to be.
So are we saying that we're grading
If
not
we got
just
it 8
Tyracitar, but
badges
we're
early. Yeah.
true, but we're also grading the hypothetical Tyranitar that we would have caught.
I'm saying
We're basing
that
this on
how
potential.
much weight we put into the Tyranitar that we don't have is dependent on how far away it truly was. And 8 badges is half of our badges. Because that's... One sec. That's 16 badges, which is how many we have now. Let me pick a better color. Like a nice red.
A nice,
have 16
pick a nice
badges.
soothing color.
That's 8
Blood red.
badges. And then
Whoa, Spencer, slow
this
down,
turns
slow
into
down.
3/4. And then 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8 badges that we are missing before we would have had the Tyranitar. And I
Blowing my
think
mind
that
here, Spencer. You're
whatever.
blowing my
So
mind.
we give Tyranitar the Tyranitar ranking, and we cut it in half.
Tyranitar, though, by saying that we would have had it on our team, that automatically put, if we had kept it throughout the whole game, puts it in S tier.
Now I think it puts it in A sharp tier because
But I'm saying A sharp tier is A sharp, the hypothetical made up symbol of A sharp. A sharp isn't a real thing. We made it up for this show.
Yeah.
If you see A sharp anywhere else, we get royalties from that.
Please
With
tell your
Will
friends. We need the money.
Tyracitar, the Tyranitar, hypothetical, of course. A sharp. The hypothetical A sharp.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
It you know, Spencer,
They're one and the same.
it just makes sense. It just makes sense, man. So we're saying that half of S tier is A sharp tier?
This math is wrong. I think we throw that argument away and we go with the it's more like an imaginary number, really.
So an imaginary number and an imaginary symbol in an
Right, it
imaginary
works.
stream. Okay.
Tyracetar the A sharp, almost Tyranitar. What could
Almost.
have been, but what never was.
And what never will.
Dumb fan, the Dawn
Dumb
fan.
fan. Was this? I think that was this the first Pokemon we caught in Kanto?
I don't think so.
Well,
I think M Darkness
you
was
know-
the first Pokemon we caught in Kanto.
I'm going
the first
straight
Pokemon
B.
we cared about, at least. I don't know if there's anyone else.
You care for these things?
I mean, M Darkness with a name like that.
Yeah. How can you not care? I'm going B, man. I'm going B.
Now, what I really like about Donphan and also Fanpy is in an idealistic world, in my little fantasy fairy tale that I've been telling myself, is we could call our chat our Dawn fans or our Fanpies.
Oh, true. Art.
And have like a distinction
so
between
right.
the two of them. But the name Dumb Fan, I think, is a real
Dumb fan.
testament of insult to
You know, Spencer,
to our fans.
you've cajoled me to your side. I like Dumb Fan, and I think, Spencer, why just keep it at hypotheticals? We can call our viewers the fan fees. We can call them the Don fans.
The Dumb Fans.
But the thing is, we've gotten some dumb fans in the chat, and I'm not talking about the Pokemon.
So I think
So-
Dumb Fan has a lot of honesty.
Are you saying honest? When you say honesty, are you saying honest C, honest B, honest A?
I could go C tier. Are you feeling something different? I don't know if
C
C tier's
tier.
quite right.
I'm thinking B tier. I'm thinking
B
B
tier?
straight across for what it offered us, what it is. Something. I wish there was something between B tier and C tier.
Mm-hmm.
If only we'd come up with something.
C sharp is above C. What's
Mhm.
AD? It's like a BC.
AD. Yeah, put it somewhere between A, AD. BCE, AD, BC, D. Wow. Layer that bet. Wow. Very nice. If you thought the budget around here. Dang, we're
We'll call
going
that.
very nice. Pro.
Okay.
Now,
Fan,
Spencer, hang on.
AD tier. Yep.
I drank a whole thing of water. I know we're about to jump into the biggest argument of our lives, but I have to pee. Can you recount your arguments for the current S tier rankings while I do this?
Oh, of course. Yeah, let's
Very
run
quickly.
through it. So let's go ahead and rebuild this S tier ranking over on this side. Chad, I'm gonna need to come up with some solid insults to throw at Alex because there are gonna be some fighting words here. Let's see. We'll paste that there, and then we'll move that here. And Giovanna's already there. There's an implied 7, so I might just spell this out. And while Alex is taking his gosh darn time, I may as well. Oh goodness. Yeah, sure, that works. I may as well make this a little bit nicer. Let's start with that. Clean up the row a tad. Okay, we'll take that. And then get out our handy dandy writing tool. And we'll run up 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pleasant gray. And this is going to be 48 might not be big enough. Oh, goodness. We're way off. 300. Please? That. Oh, no, that's right. Okay. Full confidence.
He's lying. Oh, shoot. Well, slipped on my chair.
Oh, we got to put that on that layer.
Vitamin deficient.
What is that? Oh, we don't need that one.
Spencer's not vitamin deficient.
Remove
I don't know what Spencer was doing while I was gone, but now I'm back. I'm just waiting for him to realize I'm back.
No, I see you
100,
here.
100.
I'm trying to.
Oh, you're just choosing to ignore me?
Did I? Ugh, hold on a second.
You're choosing to ignore me like my name isn't half the title of the show.
I mean, let's be honest. Which half?
Dang, you got me there. Check and mate. Check and mate.
All right, check this out. I retyped the numbers so they weren't my handwriting.
Oh,
on a mouse.
no. So are we doing this based upon, are we keeping in mind previous rankings, or are we going in blind here?
We can consider previous rankings.
Okay, that's a good distinction.
Okay.
ConCon 509 saying, what is... ConCon 509. What do you mean, what is going on? Everything and nothing at the same time.
I thought it was
All
pretty
right.
clear what we're doing.
Yeah,
Whopper,
what's-
I'm sorry, but you are already an A+. We don't need you in this.
There's nothing confusing about this. All right.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty straightforward. Is it unclear what we're doing?
Spencer, nothing's ever been more clear.
So Yarnold is on sabbatical. Do we want to talk about that? Do we want to address the sunflower in the room?
Yeah. I think because of, altercations made to the team in the past handful of months, I think by default, Yarnold and the legacy that Yarnold has presented the show, Yarnold automatically... Does Yarnold automatically drop to 8?
I think Yarnold has earned the praise of being an S tier. But I think that's about all we can say for Yarnold.
America voted Spencer. America voted Yarnold pro.
America did vote yes, Yarnold.
They voted
Pro
yes, Yarnold.
So
They said, are you pro or con?
Is satisfactory for how far Yarnold's come.
And you know what?
Giovanna, I think likewise. Go ahead.
I'm just to piggyback off of yours for entirely the same reason. Giovanna drops into 7.
But
Just
Giovanna was a staple for a lot of the early game. Pretty essential character for a lot of what we were going through. Now, here's the real conversation. How does this lineup work out for us?
So
where does Orlando Snorlax fit in, and is there adjustment here?
I think there might be some adjustment, Spencer, because in October when we made this list, we were in Kanto, but we weren't as deep into Kanto. And now, having gone through all the gyms and having gone through 2 absolute gauntlets with blue and red in the past handful of episodes, and Snorlax Orlando was, fundamental to the success of those.
Oh, yeah. Snorlax was huge. Big power player there. I also think that Flaffy Taffy was essential. Flash got us out of a lot of sticky situations. The electric typing alone was very essential for a lot of these battles. And even Flarence kind of showed up from time to time also. with earthquakes,
Earthquake.
flame wheels, all kinds of numbers.
This is tough, man. This is really tough now.
Mhm.
Now we're splitting hairs here. Know
This
that,
might be
you
the
know, it
second
says
biggest
6 to
fight
1.
of the night.
This might be the second largest. I feel like there's a reorganizing. Well, you convinced me of Cool Bird being at 2, and Cool Bird took some massive hits. But I think that Cool Bird has to drop to 6 now.
Fuck you. You
I know we disagree on it.
Mongoloid. I think that Cool Bird, with the
All right.
ability to take a couple hits against Ho-Oh, was really explicit about what Cool Bird is capable of doing. Cool Bird's drill pecks did more damage than Orlando's body slams, and Swift did less damage to Cool Bird than to Orlando. The only reason Cool Bird got knocked out is because Cool Bird farmed the last of Hawk's fire blasts. And I think that Cool Bird has showed that precedent through the fights that Cool Bird's been a part of. High defense, high output.
But also the high defense of Orlando. Orlando is also self-sufficient when it comes to healing itself and can deal damage while asleep. Sure, Cool Bird can use Fly, and we could make the argument, I'm thinking primarily based on the red fight, where Fly was a fundamental part of our strategy. Go up, waste PP, come back. But while that set up the wasting of the PP, it's Orlando that finalized the wasting of the PP by being just such a tank that could heal itself.
Oh, okay. So we can agree on this because Orlando was the one who followed through with Cool Bird's setup.
So we're
But I
building
think
from
that
the
Cool Bird
inside
is
out.
right behind Orlando.
So then you're saying instinctively we have to agree that whatever Orlando falls at, Cool Bird is immediately behind it.
At least one or two places behind. I really enjoyed Cool Bird, what Cool Bird's provided throughout Kanto, and how we've flown in the back of Cool Bird has been pretty cool.
That is true. That is true. That is true. These arguments between this and the last one make me feel as though I'm anti-Cool Bird. I'm not anti-Cool Bird. I dumped 8 hours into this thing. I am not anti-Cool Bird. I vote yes on pro Cool Bird.
Cool Bird.
Pro or con Cool Bird? Yes. All right. So now we have this. So now, then I guess let's build around this. Who is better than Orlando? Who is better than Orlando?
So I will say, as cheesy as it has been, Strapress using Perish Song has gotten out of the two most difficult fights of the game.
Entirely. And that's why any argument, I think Strapress goes above Orlando because Perish Song won us the Elite Four, won us Red. Cool Bird and Orlando were the tanks that took the hits to allow Strapress to come in and use Perish Song to round out our fights.
I mean, in terms of raw contribution, I think that shows.
In dealing the final blow.
Yeah.
Dealing the absolute final blow. All right. So now it becomes who's better than Strapress?
This is a difficult conversation. Flappy Taffy and Dr. Giraffe. The brothers. They were caught in 2 different episodes, but only 15 minutes apart. We caught one, ended the stream, started the next week, and then caught the other. But there's so many similarities and so many differences. Flappy Taffy is a higher level, has higher damage output because of how strong Electric is, like across the board. But Dr. Giraffe is a lower level because Dr. Giraffe didn't need the experience for such a long period of time. And Psychic is essential against some really heavy hitters. Against Janine, against Alakazam and other Psychic types by knowing Shadow Ball. Like I think Dr. Giraffe is the utility for Flappy Taffy's approachability.
Laffy Taffy also paralyze and flash. We can't underestimate that while Perish Song with Strapress was useful in finalizing these attacks, it also had Sing, which could put them to sleep for us to use Perish Song.
Yeah, I feel like Sing missed a lot more than Thunderwave.
I agree.
Sing was very
So
unreliable.
that is true. Now, I was about to finalize my answer, but then I thought about Stomp and how useful Stomp on Stomp on Stomp on Stomp on Stomp on Stomp on Stomp was.
Yeah.
And Stomp might have just swayed me. But all right, let me think. What's Flaffy Taffy's moveset? Thunderwave, Flash, Thunderbolt, and Fire Punch.
Yeah.
Whereas Dr. Giraffe was Psychic, Stomp, Agility, and
Shadow Ball.
Shadow Ball.
Now, I will, something you said about Flappy Taffy knowing Fire Punch, the strongest fire move on the team, I do think gives us this.
Yeah, I think let's rip that hot Band-Aid off there. Yeah. Earthquake was lit though. Earthquake was lit.
Earthquake is very cool, but so is Fire Punch. And our electric type knows it.
So then, Spencer, I think we might have our layout already visible right now.
You think so?
I can argue myself all I want, but I think that's how the cookie changed. And so, do we recall the original lineup or the original layout? I feel like Yarnold was at the 5. I say that like a basketball team.
Part 3. And then I'll open part 2. This was the original lineup, which I'm going to copy and then paste over there so we can get like a side by side.
Interesting. Interesting.
Don't look at that.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry. I've got no idea what it is. ConCon509 said, food for thought. Competitively, Coolbird and Orlando are top tier. Yarnold and Giovanna are really low tier. Everyone else is right below low tier.
That makes sense. Coolbird and Orlando were the two that could always like reliably come in and actually battle. The rest of them have some kind of like weird strategy to them. You know, Perish Song, Stomp.
True.
Having better moves in other generations.
Yeah.
Thunderwave and the likes. But Coolbird
Yarnold
had high defense in Drill Peck, and Orlando just
was Orlando.
Body slammed everyone.
Orlando Snorlax. ConCon509. Yarnold and Giovanna are legacy acts in the same way that people are like, you're like, I love Led Zeppelin. And then they're like, well, they are based upon this, guitar player from the 50s. And you're like, oh, yeah, I got to respect those guys, too. Legacy acts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have earned their place here. And, everything we said about Dr. Giraffe, like about comparison to Flappy Taffy, that's pretty recent. I mean, before that, no, Dr. Giraffe crushed it. And I think that Dr. Giraffe did nothing to lose the number 1 spot. Other than lose to Swift, but that was a crit. And I think Dr. Giraffe could have hit 1. And I think that the psychic damage on Ho-Oh would have showed Dr. Giraffe's strengths.
So let's look at this. In the past 3 months, Snorlax went from not existing in our minds to number 3 all time in this game in 3 months. Wow.
That's pretty huge.
That's wild. And wow, Coolbird dropped to 4. So Cool Bird dropped 2, and then Flarence also dropped 2. I'm sorry, Flarence dropped 1. No, wait.
Flappy Taffy went. Flappy Taffy actually didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
Flarence dropped 2. Cool Bird dropped 2. Strappers went up 1. And these two actually swapped, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
And out of nowhere, we have Orlando coming in.
Yeah. Well,
I'm happy with
chat, I'm happy with it too. There is our definitive final ranking of our S tier Pokemon. Read it and weep. Or read it and savor. Savor while you weep.
Whatever floats your boat. Let's see,
Whatever
can I
keeps you.
move both of these at once? Oh, I totally can.
Let's go. And there it is. There she blows.
All right. If anyone wants to use this as their desktop background, just let me know and I can send it over to you.
All right. Well, now, Spencer, now that was a lot more civil than the last one, probably because we had a reference point, as opposed to the last one where we had no reference point.
we had somewhere to go from, which was nice.
So, reference points, people, they can resolve conflicts, unless your conflict is over the reference point, which in this case it wasn't.
Yeah, then that's a whole other conversation. I gotta fix this because Whopper's head is sticking up to S tier though.
Oh God forbid.
So now that we've done the ranking of all the Pokemon that we've caught, which was the most recent thing we did in the game, I think it's time that we do the last fight of the game.
I think it is time for the last fight. Yeah, let's hit it.
Oh, wait. Is Professor
Oak's...
Professor Oak's
Are we gonna call?
Pokemon Talk is on.
Oh God, who is it? Oh, I'm gonna say it's gonna be an Oddish. Rattata. Done and done.
Alex, can you imagine if that was a Chansey, and then we caught the Chansey and traded it for an Aerodactyl?
We could only be so lucky.
What would we have named the Aerodactyl?
Aerodynamodactyl. Aerodactyl Dynamics.
I think there's a name here. Chat, you have any Aerodactyl names?
Chat, do we have an Aerodactyl name?
Dynamodactyl.
Aerodynamodactyl. Thermodynamodactyl.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Yeah, Aerosmith. That's good. Thank you, tech support. Your wonderful name.
Is Smith its last name? Like Aerosmith?
You're like, please. Smith was my father. Call me Arrow. And then you write ARROW, and they're like, no. AERO.
I do kind of like Aerosmith like that.
Aerosmith. Pro.
All right.
Smith, Arrow.
Smith, Arrow. Aerosmith. Let's put that there. Let's do that.
I feel like there's a category that this Aerodactyl knows that it belongs in.
Where are you thinking, Alex?
You think you know? It's what I'm thinking of. It's a hypothetical.
The A does match. Wait, the music just changed. Pokemon channel. Magnemite. Anyway.
Nah.
Yeah, I think Aerodactyl would have been on our team if we didn't have Cool Bird, though.
Yeah.
Does the actual existence of Cool Bird discredit the hypothetical nature of it joining the team?
Yes.
C flat?
C flat. Hit it.
Tech support. I would change the name, but I already flattened the layers, so this is now just
permanent
pixels. Yeah, I can't edit it. I mean, I can like, but I don't think we need to see
That's
my handwriting. Let's go ahead and save the tier list part 3, and oh, that's my desktop.
Spencer, we got to go to the final battle.
Yeah,
We gotta
burning
find
daylight.
out.
Let's get going. Ooh, not that far. Pokemon, cool bird.
I like that you can go to the Silver Cave from anywhere in Johto.
Mm-hmm.
That is very helpful.
Oh, but this is actually pretty far away from where we need to go.
Oh,
Or
so
would
then
have
do
been
we need to
faster
get back?
to surf from Newport Town.
Are you healing?
I'm gonna heal just in case. Because
Why
oh
not?
shit, we can't heal. We made it this far, Chad.
Made it this far. Thank
Alex,
God
why
there are
didn't
no
you
more.
stop me. I forgot
what do I
that's
have
what the
control-
challenge was.
What do I not have? What do I have control of the game or something? It's all right. Remember we ran into that one lady's house and we accidentally healed. Spencer, it's the final
Yeah.
episode. We can do whatever we want. We've already beaten the game.
Final episode. We'll do what we want. Yes, this is our first.
That's our
time
first
ever
time
at the
healing.
Pokemon Center. In my defense, if we're going to the final battle, we don't have any money to buy healing items,
Anything.
and our team was pretty rough after that Ho-Oh fight.
Mm-hmm.
Super repel.
Can we get through the? Can we get through the grass without cut?
Yeah, if we go this way.
Oh, okay. Spencer, it's the final
that?
episode. It's like the last day of school. We've had
Oh yeah, there's-
Pokemon Silver senioritis for ages now. We can do anything we
yeah,
want.
there's no rules.
There were rules to begin with.
Oh, we can't do this way anyway because we gotta go through the cave.
Ah,
Okay.
dang it.
We'll go here
just
and then
fly
we'll
there.
fly. And
There we
besides, I
go.
think it's only fair that we heal so that both of us are on the same page. We don't want either of
Mhm.
our teams to be
No.
a little lacking.
No, God forbid this is lopsided.
Yeah. Well,
Well, all
looks
right.
like we're here.
Looks like we made it to the final battle. Looks like we just gotta
Let's see where to
save.
save. Get the battle started.
All right. There we go. All right, here we go.
Challenge.
Let me
I'm
see.
going to
Let
challenge
me
you
take.
to a Gen 2 battle with the team here.
All right, I will
And, we're going to see what
accept that
happens.
battle. All right, here we are. Dang. I don't know, Spencer. I think you've had it too good for too long. I think it's time for you to learn a lesson in humble.
There
a
ain't
lesson in
room in this
being
in this
humble.
Pokemon stream for the both of us. Hold on, let me fix the crop box. Oh, that's right. We're gonna do 400, 600. Yeah.
I'm battling a guy. I'm battling a guy literally riding a bike, and they want me to. Spencer thinks I'm gonna lose to him wearing a biking outfit. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. All right. Boom.
Oh, I was supposed to
See,
mess that one up.
no, what you got? Let's see. What do you got? Oh.
You crit. That's
I
not
crit.
cool.
Spencer, it's the final battle. What are you gonna do? Oh, interesting.
very interesting.
Mmm.
Swapping Flappy Taffy in.
Okay. Swapping Flappy Taffy in. No, I know what I'm doing here. Oh, how's that for... Oh, you gonna heal up a little bit?
Paralyzed and can't move.
Paralyzed
Come
and can't
on.
move. I'm feeling another hit coming on. Ooh. Oh, wow. That body slam was a lot stronger than I anticipated. Are you... Oh, my.
And
Oh, my.
paralyzed.
And paralyzed. Okay. Paralyzed. Uh-oh. Well. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. Boom. Wow, that does so much less damage than I thought it would. Wait, why am I gonna perish?
Because that's what Perish Song does.
Perish Song
I love
kills
that you
both of
still
us?
don't know what Perish Song does.
I thought Perish Song only killed you.
No, it works on both of us.
No way. So I just sacrificed Straprous?
No, because you swapped out Straprous, it won't kill you now.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Spencer, it's
Yeah.
the final battle. Doesn't mean I've learned anything. Oh yeah? How's
I'm
that?
faster?
How's that
Come
working
on.
for you? Yeah, how's that working for you? Holy guacamole! That did a lot of damage.
Big ups.
Big ups indeed. Are you kidding me?
Paralyzed.
No way. Seriously? Okay. This is not how it's going out, Spencer. This is not how we're doing it. Alright. Let's see how that works for you. Oh. What? Snorlax is like 500 pounds. How does... I was already Oh, now I'm paralyzed and have low accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe this. Dang. That Thunder
A
Ooh.
crit? Oh.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir. The final battle? Nah, you should call it the critical fight. These things are critically in my favor. Let's go. If it was a fair fight, Spencer would be 2 out of 3, but we don't know if it's fair or not.
I'm doing perfectly well.
Are we now? Ba-boom. This is literally... Oh my god. There's about to be a war of attrition here, Spencer.
We'll see what happens.
I like that it offers you the ability to skip straight to the end of the fight. Oh, wow.
Just
You
give
flinched?
up. Did I miss the second rollout? Come on.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Ooh. You didn't time
I
your
woke up-
snores? Come on. That's brutal.
You act like I know how to time those. Boom. How the freak did you
I
miss?
missed rollout again?
Hey, Spencer, why do I
Come
feel like this
on.
is a... Oh my gosh. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Alright. I see what's going on here. I'm feeling like this battle might go very similar to the red battle unless something really changes in one of our favors.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking the same.
Oh, Spencer, that probably would have... Damn it. That probably would have beaten you if it had just freaking landed.
I think so. That was tough.
It's like I'm fighting my own reflection, which I've tried to do, but got a lot of glass in my hand. He knows my every move. It's like he's trained with me for 80 hours. Oh no. Oh no. Dang.
Oh, you won the speed tie.
I did not mean for it to go that way. That's just the way it went. That's just the way the cookie crumbled. All right. Oh, son of a gun. I'm already... Wait, so I'm already asleep. I can't put myself to sleep to use my own moves?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's see. Wow. Strapress is kind of killing it, man. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Bit by bit, bit by bit. Damn. Come on, Snorlax. It's asleep, so it can't.
Nice.
Night. Who's gonna win the speed? Please tell me I win the speed. Ah, son of a bit. I thought I was gonna win the speed. Oh.
Ooh. That's nuts.
Oh.
There we go. Ooh.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna win the speed battle here. Oh no. Oh,
Oh, I was going for the.
if I had flinched, dude, that'd have been nutty. Damn. Wait,
Jeez.
why was I not using Ice Beam?
Ice is neutrally effective.
Oh,
So I don't know if
I
it
thought
would've
Ice
done,
was
like,
strong against
extra.
Steel.
It's weak against steel, strong against flying, so it cancels out.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
You didn't swap?
Spencer, you're talking to me like I know what Perish Song does.
That's
All
so
I have to do
funny.
is just not. All I have to do is just not die in the next 3 turns. Can you imagine if I died in the next 3 turns? Actually, that
I
might
mean,
happen.
I wouldn't
Oh,
complain.
shit. You know. Oh, give me the flinch.
Dumb.
Oh
Nice
shit!
try.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no! No, Spencer! No! 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 Oh my gosh! No freaking way!
Man.
Oh my!
Taking
The
it home
final.
with Clarence.
Oh! Wow! GG.
Jeez.
GG.
You got some lucky crits
Can we-
there.
I got some very lucky
game.
crits there, man. GG. GG. Wow! The final battle.
Spencer
that's what it-
versus Alex in Pokemon.
Playing Pokemon.
That's what it's
Wow.
all about.
That's what it's all about here.
Oh man.
Wow.
That
Well,
was
you'll
good.
be happy to know I clicked download, so we'll have it for keepsakes.
That'll be fun.
That will be.
Oh.
Wow. Good stuff. What a great final battle.
I like
And you know what?
that was nice.
Nobody lost because we're all winners because we had fun.
Everyone
Wow.
won that time.
Everyone's a winner.
That was good stuff.
It
So
was.
it's getting pretty late now. Do you want to save that other activity that we had for next week, maybe? Pair it with
Sure.
something
We
else?
can do a post game. So we'll do a post game recap, post game finale.
I think so. That'd be nice. Little
Okay.
little recap. We could do some highlights,
Mm-hmm.
some other takes on what we've experienced over the past year and a half or so.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, chat does want us
Sweet.
to do battle inside the league. I think
Sure.
if it's
Go
if we
ahead.
have a chance, then we can save it and do it another time. But
Okay.
if it's nasty, then we can just
Is it
see what
nasty?
happens.
Tech support. Is it nasty?
So I did check for this battle previously because I thought it was after the Elite Four, and I didn't see it then either.
Tech support said it's not nasty.
Yeah, I couldn't
Where
find
is
the
it?
battle last time either because it's supposed
Where
to be
is
on
it?
Wednesdays, which I think it is. Oh, it's a Monday.
Oh, it's Monday.
Maybe that's why.
It's only on Wednesdays.
It's
So then
Wednesdays
is this a-
and Saturdays, I think, that you can battle your rival at the Indigo Plateau.
So then,
But I'm
It-
not sure where they are.
the tech support said
Wait, it's only Monday,
Okay.
Wednesday, but it is Wednesday,
go.
or it is
Oh.
Monday. It's Monday and it's Wednesday.
Yeah. It's only.
hmm Like I even looked around the Victory Road cave and didn't see anything there. Closer to the stairs.
To
Yeah,
the
I didn't see it because I wanted to train here.
Sta- to the stair.
before Training somewhere. What's that, Alex? You're a little frozen. I just realized. Your face has not moved on stream for a couple
You're also
seconds.
free, sir.
Oh, wait, are you back?
There. Oh, you were gone for a moment. The game was still on though. So, can we not do it? We can do it.
I'm not sure where it is. It might be a crystal thing instead, but I think that would be weird. But yeah,
Can
like I tried training
on,
against
I'm
the
gonna-
rival before and just couldn't find him.
Hang on, let me check this. Uh, let's see. Uh, yeah, maybe it's just a maybe it is just a crystal thing, but that does sound strange. Um, okay.
This is Indigo Plateau, right? Like it's not talking about the
It also says
Victory
that
Road,
if
Indigo
you
Plateau.
if you beat the Elite Four again, you can battle Red again. Is that true?
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'm out of water
Yeah.
and I'm sleepy.
Yes.
This
Okay.
was fun.
We'll
I think
loop
we have.
back. It was fun.
Oh.
It was fun.
Do we want to do the official unveiling of?
Oh yes, we
of what's
said we would do it.
after A couple
We
of
said
streams.
we would do it.
So
Yes.
this is officially the season finale of Spencer and Alex
Mhm.
Play Pokemon Season 1,
Yep.
going through Pokemon Silver. Was an
Anything we
awesome,
do,
very
it was
time.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And anything if slash when we revisit this game, it'll be like it'll be extra content.
Yeah.
It'll be extra.
Officially, the Season 1 ended just before we talked to Nurse Joy, for the record.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that in the
that was
entirety of Season 1,
moment
we
we-
did not use the Pokemon Centers.
Very true.
So we will not
So-
only be playing Emerald, but in honor of the Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon,
Hmm.
or Year of the Snake, we will be playing Emerald Crest, the Pokemon Emerald remake that goes up to Gen 9, and I am super excited for it.
As am
It'll be a
I,
lot of fun
Spencer.
Pokemon to catch, play around with, see what we can make happen.
I do not know Pokemon probably past like Gen 5, Gen 6. So I'm going to be doing a lot of learning. I know Hoenn well. I know Emerald well. But everything past that, I is right over the old noggin.
Hmm. We had quite a difficult time picking our team in Gen 2, where there was about 200 and some odd Pokemon. We have quite a
1,000.
few more Pokemon to choose from this next season. So I'm really excited about how big the tier list is going to be that time around.
As am I. As am I. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Stay near your phones. Stay ready when we're doing the first episode of it. The schedule is going to remain the same. It's still going to be every other Tuesday. But what Tuesday we begin on, we will let y'all know.
Yeah. We'll still be streaming every other Tuesday, starting 13 days from now, because today's Wednesday. We'll be doing more mid-season content, between season content. We have a couple ideas planned. Tech support, I actually need your help with one of those in particular that I'm really excited about. But yeah, we'll keep everyone posted, and thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in this season. See you in the next one.
See you next time.
I'm so stressed these days. Need to find a way to unwind. So I Google funniest guys ever and just